Wait, where's Mona?
What do you mean, where's Mona?
Mona?
It's like he vanished into thin air. First, we spawn in the city, and not the ship. Then we get ambushed. And now this. One exit, one door leading further in, and an unreachable trap door in the ceiling. A true locked room mystery.
Who are you talking to?
Are you okay?
Everything's fine. Let's move on. Stick close. What on earth?
Are these people? Why are they all like this? They're just lying there. It's creepy.
This looks like a form of the collective unconscious, but it's all so twisted. Almost like they're all connected, yet imprisoned.
This is unlike anything I've seen before. It's like a silent echo of the world's desires. Look at the ceiling. They're being held hostage, aren't they?
But why? Is this Maruki's doing?
It would seem so. Perhaps this is where the cognitions of the masses reside under his influence. Silent, dormant, manipulated.
This might also explain the absence of other cognitions in the streets. They're all here.
Let's navigate carefully, okay? And keep an eye out for any shadows.
Right behind you. Do you think they are dreaming, like dreaming inside a dream, inside your dream, like in Inception?
Possibly. Hard to say. They might represent the caged desires and dreams of individuals, those Maruki deemed unnecessary or harmful. Morgana could be trapped here, ensnared by these very same bindings.
Yeah, but all these people, we can't leave them like this, right? As the chosen ones, we have to save them too.
For the 10th time, Futaba, this isn't a movie. There's no telling what defenses Maruki has placed here, or what waking these dreamers could unleash. Let's move on for now. Be careful.
Hey, wait. Isn't that...
Mika. I met her during a speed dating event. She's a model, Anne's rival and friend.
Why is she here, and what's with their eyes?
And that's one of my interns from the lab.
Seems like Maruki's reach isn't limited. These people probably have some unresolved desires, and they're trapped here, just like the others.
Look, that's Shinya Oda, the little pro from the arcade. Why him? He's just a kid.
Age doesn't seem to matter here either, it seems.
This is all so wrong. We need to fix this.
It's not the first time I've seen eyes like that. But the cognitive world in the unaltered reality never presented this feature. Shadow's eyes were yellow, and Cognition's eyes were generally like their real-world counterparts.
I really hope that one day I'll be able to see the cognitive world as it should be. What a twist of fate. As for their eyes, considering how unresponsive their bodies are, this might be a form of neural desynchronization. Think of it as the cognitive equivalent of a comatose state. When the brain experiences trauma or is subjected to extreme influence, it can sometimes disconnect from external stimuli to protect itself.
You're suggesting their cognitions are shielding themselves?
It's a theory. Our brains possess incredible mechanisms to cope with trauma. In a situation where an external entity, say Maruki, tries to rewrite or influence cognitive processes, the brain might respond by isolating itself. Thus, these open yet empty eyes might represent a state of cognitive stasis.
So they're kind of trapped in their own minds?
Exactly. It's like a form of neural lockdown. Their brainwaves might be oscillating at an extremely low frequency, similar to the state between wakefulness and sleep. Their conscious mind is inactive, but their subconscious could be in a heightened state of alertness. Another possibility that comes to mind is how similar it looks to a phenomenon known as sleep paralysis, where the brain is awake but the body remains immobile. But this is on a whole other level. The absence of the iris and pupils suggests they're not processing any visual stimuli at all. It's like their senses have been completely shut off.
Oh, like when I'm really invested in a video game and my brain doesn't register when someone enters my room or even talks to me, but like 1,000 times.
And these tendrils? Are they controlling? Or merely observing?
Could be both. They might be transmitting Maruki's influence, keeping these cognitions in this state. Or perhaps they're a way to monitor the brain's activity. Maybe even a form of feedback mechanism for Maruki to adjust his manipulations.
Considering he needs access to people's deepest desires, the latter is more likely. It's as if everyone is suspended between two worlds, neither fully present here nor anywhere else. Maybe, as Futaba hypothesized, they are trapped in their own dreams. And yet, for a world supposedly free of distorted desires, there sure are a lot of doctors out for our blood.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't remember dreaming these last few months.
You're maybe onto something. I don't remember dreaming either. But it's not unusual for us to forget our dreams. It simply means we sleep well.
So really none of you remember dreaming recently?
Akechi, truth or dare?
Truth.
What was the last dream you remember about?
If you look closely, their eyes move very slightly. We might be right. Mom, do you think your encephalogram will work here?
It's worth a try. I genuinely wonder what their dreams or thoughts are made of.
A world where everything is as they desire, most likely. Or rather, as Maruki believes they desire. A world without pain, without challenges. It's no wonder we see so few cognitions up and active. Maybe the only ones awake are those shadows, the guardians, trying to maintain this utopia.
It would mean that those shadows, they aren't based on individual personas, but the collective psyche. A manifestation of society's distorted desires under Maruki's influence.
Indeed. While the majority of this world remains trapped in this liminal state, it's the shadows, those guardians, that act as the active, enforcing arm of this reality. Since the other shadow didn't attack on sight, we can assume they're protecting the very fabric of this false utopia and trying to take down anything that threatens it.
I can see it. Like a neural defense mechanism. In the brain, when there's a threat to our beliefs or understanding of the world, cognitive dissonance arises, and we subconsciously defend our views. These shadows could be the cognitive world's version of that.
You know, what if these sleeping figures are how Maruki perceives everyone? Just endless dreamers, free from life's struggles, with him controlling everything. An eternal, peaceful sleep.
It's a possibility. But knowing Maruki, he genuinely believes in creating a utopia. His version of a paradise, a Garden of Eden, if you will. He doesn't strike me as someone who'd want to create a world of zombies.
Well, sometimes people's beliefs about what they desire can be vastly different from what they actually desire deep down. Maruki might think he's acting benevolently, but maybe his true innermost desire is to exert full control. He could be deluding himself.
It's scary how convincing our own lies can be, even to ourselves.
Indeed. But that's what makes the human psyche so intricate, isn't it? Our self-deceptions are often the hardest to see.
So while he genuinely believes he's granting everyone's wishes, he may only be granting his own.
How surprising.
So, you, me, and my mom have a cognitive version of us sleeping here too?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's concentrate on finding Mona. Maybe we'll get more answers along the way.
You're back pretty late. Anything happen?
I was at Goro's place. Lost track of time, I guess.
The Goros, huh? Well, as long as you're safe.
Yeah. Is something wrong? You look like you've seen better days.
Wakaba and Futaba told me they'd be spending the night at her lab. That's not unusual, but they haven't answered any of my calls to say goodnight. It's got me worried.
And you've been sitting here all evening worrying about it?
Yeah, could have used your company, but I guess blossoming love's more important.
If you're that worried, why not check up on them?
I've considered it, but it's late, and they're probably working on something important. I can't just barge in there. Besides, Wakaba's very particular about her lab.
Then it's out of your hands for now. No point in losing sleep over it.
I guess you're right. Maybe I'm just getting old and sentimental.
Or maybe you're overthinking things. I'm tired. I'll head up and go to sleep now.
All right, sleep well. Here's your curry. Did you sleep well?
Everyone. And here we have Detective Akechi, who's just started his new role at the Shibuya police station. How's it going for you?
It's an environment that constantly challenges you to be better. My superior, Nijima-san, is someone who embodies those qualities. He relentlessly pursues the truth and isn't swayed by personal biases.
You sure are fascinated by Akechi these days. Completely love-struck, Wakaba and Futaba still haven't come back. I'm starting to get worried. Mind shooting Futaba a text? Maybe you'll have better luck.
Done.
Thanks, kid. Keep me in touch, okay?
See you later.
You won't believe this, but my favorite casino went under. They're saying it had to shut down because people kept hitting jackpots.
Wow, that's some rotten luck for the owner. But isn't that good for us?
Ah, but get this! The owner didn't seem to care much. Found himself the love of his life, she's loaded, and they're off gallivanting around the world. Hey, young man, you've been around long enough. What do you make of all this luck people seem to be having these days?
I don't care.
Right, you're too young to be gambling. Way to go, kid.
Hey there, Akira. Long time no see. You know, you used to be one of my best customers. What happened? Not into treasure hunting anymore?
Life's been busy.
Well, all right then. Have a good day, Akira.
You too.
Hey there, you look like someone who could use a boost. How about trying today's special? It's a fruit cocktail that's guaranteed to make you more charming. Packed full of vitamins to give your skin that radiant glow.
Thanks for the offer, but I've already got all the charm I could possibly need.
Well, when you're already at the top, there's nowhere else to go, right? You and Akechi-kun make such a great pair. I'm shipping you two so much. Have a great day!
Yeah, every day's a great day.
Hey man, what did you think? Pretty deep, huh?
Isn't it the same song every day since last winter?
The lyrics might be the same, man, but the intent, it evolves.
Of course, keep up.
Everyone, let us bask in the light of the sun, for it brings us happiness and shields us from despair.
Yes, the sun watches over us, bringing luck and benevolence into our lives.
Ah, blessings upon you, young one. Have you felt the warmth of the benevolent sun today?
Warmth is elusive.
Rejoice and keep your faith, for the sun is kind to us all. Embrace it.
And then Nakano just snapped. Came into the office yelling about how this world is fake, how God is messing with us. He even said his dead wife had come back to life and then disappeared again.
Wow, that's some next-level midlife crisis. What happened to him?
Got fired, of course. His rants were disturbing everyone. He was such a nice guy. I don't know what's got into him.
I mean, did you see Akechi at the meet and greet last weekend? He seemed a little off.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like he was just, well, not there, you know?
Seriously? He just froze up when someone asked about his past. Looked like he was about to faint.
He's changed from last year, like, a lot. I wonder what really happened to him.
Yeah, me too. His smiles are so much rarer now, but when he does, it's like he really means it.
An elevator, and still no sign of Mona.
Or our sleeping clones.
Shibuya Downtown Group 125, and then, is that a list of people's wishes?
Wife brought back to life, career skyrocketed, lost dog found, lottery win. It's a bizarre mix of shallow and profound desires, isn't it?
Look at these. Win a talent show, acne cured, husband got six-pack abs. No one asking for a bigger...
It's disgusting seeing all of these wishes listed out like this. Completely voyeuristic.
The elevator doesn't open.
Let's see. Access to upper floor, authorized personnel only, and a keyboard.
It's clearly a password lock. There's no sign of an access card reader or anything similar. But why put it out here, visible for everyone? Seems like a security oversight.
Maybe it's meant to be a challenge. After all, this entire place isn't what it seems.
Let's think. What could the password be? Given the context, it might be related to these wishes.
It's 6 letters.
How about DESIRE? Desire.
Might be a bit on the nose, but it's worth a shot. That wasn't the expected outcome.
I had a feeling it wouldn't be that easy.
Company! Hey you, what's going on here? Who triggered the alarm? I was on break, for heaven's sake.
A colleague on break? I haven't had a break in weeks, you know.
I'm terribly sorry. My daughter was fidgeting with the panel while I was trying to read the sign. You know how kids are.
Oops, my bad. I thought I knew the password from before. I'm always mixing things up.
You should know better. And what's with those outfits?
You remind me of my former boss. He was just as pleasant.
What's with your outfit? Dr. Ann would be horrified. Haven't you heard they've switched to autumn uniforms already?
Is that so?
I apologize for the oversight. We genuinely didn't mean to cause any disturbance. To avoid further mistakes, could you perhaps tell us the correct password so we can be on our way?
Ha! As if. You know, I forgot the password myself last week. No one helped me. You'd think they'd make it something easy, like Maruki or Savior, but no. I had to figure it out on my own. Good luck.
Hey, we were kind enough to tell you about the new uniforms. The least you could do is return the favor.
No, I can't. I forgot this one too.
Marvelous.
Look, it's not my fault, okay? There's a lot going on here. Plus, you interrupted my break. I'll turn the alarm off. Try to figure it out and let me know when you do, okay?
We will. Thank you and sorry for the disturbance.
That's very generous of you. Could you please tell us if you have seen the little trainee from our department? He's short, with blue eyes, and looks like a cat.
You guys are a strange bunch. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. See you around.
All right, let's see what we have here.
I can't believe he actually turned the alarm off. Your improvisation back there was quite impressive, Kro-kun.
Shadows come in all sorts of personalities. This one appeared irritable, so playing the part of a like-minded, overworked colleague seemed like the way to go.
Intriguing. I'm even more interested in speaking with them now.
We can do that later. For now, let's crack that password. I'm starting to feel claustrophobic in here. He mentioned it wasn't anything straightforward like Maruki or Savior, but we're sorely lacking in clues.
You two done with the theatrics? Let the master handle this.
Oh, right. Futaba's tech wizardry. Should have thought of that before we started our guessing game.
Can you really do this? You don't have any of your equipment here, Bunny?
Okay, here's the command prompt. Navigating through the mainframe. Really should upgrade their security.
Doctor, how did she even get into this?
Well, she had a lot of free time on her hands and an insatiable curiosity. But let's say she's always had a knack for finding her way into places she shouldn't.
That's one way to put it.
And maybe a certain someone here introduced me to a few tricks. Not naming names, Mom.
That was basic coding, dear. You took it to another level.
Done!
You never cease to amaze or Futaba. That was exceptionally quick.
What can I say? It's all in a day's work for the Great Trinity.
Out of curiosity, what's the password?
It's forget. Seems fitting for this place.
Forget, of course.
Speaking of being quick, do you have any idea how long we've been in here? Time seems to pass differently.
If it works in a similar way to the cognitive world I know, it's indeed warped. By the looks of it, we've been here for about an hour and a half, which should be 4 hours in the real world.
If it works the same way, huh?
Fascinating. I wonder why that is. Could it be that our cognitive processes are accelerated here, making the world outside seem slower in comparison? Our brainwaves moving at a faster rate, allowing us to perceive and analyze our surroundings more quickly than we would in reality?
Calm down, Mom.
Let's proceed.
Ho notato che c'è un po' di tensione tra gli italiani e i francesi. Si tratta soprattutto di cibo, giusto?
Ah, signore, non ci faccia iniziare. I francesi mettono la crème fraîche nella carbonara, una vergogna.
Esattamente! La carbonara dovrebbe essere pura, semplice. Uova, pecorino, guanciale e pepe.
Ah, capisco. Crème fraîche nella carbonara. È un problema serio. Forse potremmo avviare un programma di educazione culinaria globale. O forse anche...
I apologize, but we may have more pressing matters to consider at this moment.
Please think twice before engaging in small talk with something you don't know shit about.
Hey, that's not fair. Don't take it to my mom. That thing didn't look threatening and you didn't warn us.
I think it's
Your
the way Dr.
utopia
Ishiki
is being
challenged
challenged.
Maruki's actions
Maybe you should
that
prioritize.
triggered a defensive reaction from the shadow.
I know that, and I apologize. It's just, this world is the culmination.
So he brought in Dr. Ishiki. This boy has no morals. Ah, chiedo scusa. Sembra che ci sia una questione urgente di cui devo occuparmi. Ma state tranquilli, la questione della carbonara è in cima alla mia lista.
Chi commenta le partite del campionato, chi si lamenta della politica, chi legge il giornale e chi semplicemente consuma la sua ordinazione.
Oh, Senpai, look at that school of fish. They move in such perfect harmony. It's almost like they're dancing. And this one, look at the colors on that coral. It's like an underwater garden.
Yeah.
Oh, a little seahorse. It's so tiny. It's incredible to see all these wild creatures so close.
So close, and yet out of reach. They aren't from the same world.
Oh, you always have such poetic thoughts, Senpai. It's one of the many things I admire about you. It's so calming watching them glide through the water, completely in their element. Do you ever wonder if they realize they're in an enclosure? To them, as you said, this is their entire world.
I don't know, maybe.
It's just, sometimes I think about how limited our perspectives can be. We see our immediate environment, form attachments, and build our worlds around them. But what if there's more out there that we're just not aware of?
It's unusual for you to be so philosophical. Is something bothering you?
Oh, it's nothing major. Just some things I've been pondering recently.
I noticed you and Akechi had quite a lively exchange the last time we all hung out. Is everything okay?
Ah, yes, he's quite an interesting person, isn't he? So full of surprises.
That's one way to describe him. He keeps me on my toes, that's for sure.
Yes, well, he's very fortunate to have someone like you in his life. Senpai, can I ask you something?
Sure.
I've heard some things about this world we're living in. Some people say it's not real, that it's some kind of illusion. What do you think?
I think what's important is that we're happy in the world we're in. Besides, if it were an illusion, would it really matter?
I suppose you're right, Senpai. But what if someone you cared about thought differently? What would you do then?
If that person truly mattered to me, I'd try my best to show them the happiness they could have here, in this world.
Yes, I guess that makes sense. You know, Akechi-san. He's been saying some disturbing things. Things about him not being supposed to be here. That he's a mere illusion?
Ha! Akechi and his theories. He's just in a constant existential crisis.
Oh, I want to believe that, but a part of me can't help but wonder. What if he's telling the truth? What if this is all a facade? What if I am an illusion too?
Sumi, if this was a facade, would our emotions and experiences feel so real? The Akechi I know thrives on chaos and uncertainty. Perhaps he's projecting his own insecurities onto others. And he's jealous of the attention I give you.
Jade, jealous? Do you mean to say that you actually care about the time we're spending together?
Why wouldn't I? We're friends, and this is quality time between us. Akechi might be a part of my life, but you are too.
What sets Akechi apart then? Why is he a part of your life in a way that seems so exclusive?
When you look at me, Sumi, what do you see?
I'm gonna see someone I admire, someone who's kind and understanding, someone I love.
And that's all perfectly real, isn't it? Your feelings, my presence here, this aquarium, everything is as it should be.
If you say so, Senpai. I suppose if Akechi-san were right, I wouldn't be able to feel all of this so strongly.
Exactly. Akechi relishes creating drama and stirring the pot. He can't tolerate a reality where he's not the center of attention.
That makes sense. But then, why would he go out of his way to unsettle me, specifically?
Because, Sumi, he sees the same thing in you that I do. Someone worth capturing the heart of. And if you're insecure, you're less threatening to him.
So you admit he has some level of influence over you?
He's an important piece of my world, as are you. He's unique in his own twisted way, while your uniqueness is beautiful and pure. You help me have faith in my own humanity.
I see. But if you care about both of us, why not listen to what he's saying? Why not entertain the notion that he might be onto something?
Akechi has been right about many things, but he's also been spectacularly wrong. Let me let you in on a little secret. If I'd listened to him, you and I wouldn't be having this conversation. I might even be dead.
So you do enjoy a bad boy attitude?
Who doesn't find a bit of rule-breaking exhilarating?
If it's a matter of life and death, it's more than just breaking rules. I'm concerned about you.
Don't be. Akechi has never bested me, whether in wit or strength. I'm safe, and so are you.
If you believe in this reality, then who am I to doubt it?
Precisely. Doubt can be corrosive, eroding something beautiful from within. Best to lock it away and concentrate on what makes us happy, don't you think?
Then, I'll focus on what's most important. Being here with you, Senpai.
That's all I could ever hope for.
Whoa, look at all these servers. Man, if only I had my laptop. I could have tried to hack into this whole system.
I had no idea the cognitive world under Maruki's influence would have technology like this. I mean, Mementos didn't look anything like a tech haven.
You could have given me a heads up, Neo. I feel so unprepared.
What did I just fucking say? Do I look like a tour guide to you? This is as much a surprise to me as it is to you.
The language, Krokun, please. I have to say this place is far more complex than I ever imagined. It's like a labyrinth of silicon and cables. If I'm not mistaken, we're just above the huge corridor with the rows of beds.
I agree. The more pressing matter is finding Mona. Where the hell? How? It's infuriating. And if we don't find any clues here, we'll go back to the streets, and I'll try to ask those who gave me my powers for help. It's a place you won't be able to reach. So it's not ideal, but unless I take you back to the real world and come back here, risking not being able to fall asleep again, I'm running out of options.
Hey, Neo. I want to stay with you and find Mona. He's part of the team and also one of my best friends. We'll try not to be a burden and we'll do everything we can to help you. Right, Mom?
Well, Crow has shown that he can defend us, but if we stay here too long, Sojiro will get worried. I'm afraid we'll have to be back before tomorrow. Mona or no Mona.
You're not a burden, Futaba. You're both really helpful. Let's do our best to get back in time. feel like we're walking in circles. Everything looks the same.
Yeah, it's a weird place, isn't it?
Are we looking for something in particular?
Something's wrong.
We were looking for someone, right?
Mona, we need to find Mona, right? Is that what we're doing?
Wait. Akechi, how long have you been wearing that thing on your face? And why are you in pajamas?
Shit. I can feel it. It's like walking in a fog that thickens with each step. We need to get out of here, and fast!
Fog. Yes, that's exactly how it feels. A fog in my mind.
Fog? What's so special about fog? What does it have to do with anything?
We're trying to find Mona. We have to remember that. That's crucial.
Mona, this name feels familiar indeed. Is it the key out of this place?
Names are labels. What's yours? Have we met before?
When did I change into this outfit? Why are you two dressed normally? No, wait, that's not important right now. Mona is important.
I'm more concerned about not remembering my own label.
You're very important to me. I know that. Don't you forget it. Do you know who this young man is who follows us everywhere?
Probably a stalker. Be careful.
What on earth is a stalker?
I don't know.
Let's retrace our steps. Forget about finding anything here. We need to leave.
I thought the elevator was right there.
I'm gonna climb on top of this thing and get a better view of the way out. Shit. Where the fuck did we come from?
Language, young stranger.
Mona, why was it important?
Important. That word fits its meaning well, you know. Just by saying it out loud, it gives a sense of importancy.
Let's just go straight ahead. We'll come to an end eventually, right?
The problem is these cables. It's going to take forever to climb every obstacle.
This place is so weird. I feel so weird. Everything's weird. I can't find any other words. Weird.
No, it's slipping away. All of it. No, not this. I don't want to forget. Please. Mona. Right, Mona. And there was... Who was he? Who was he? Who was he? Who was he? Who am I? Who the fuck am I?
Why am I...
Weird.
Who am I? Please, who am I?
Weird.
Find out me.
Who am I? Mona? Mona. I am Mona? Out.
Weird.
No.
Ugh.